Before I get started with the story, I have to give a shout out to Lisa Cabrera because she was the first person I saw actually do a video about this. And had I not seen her video about it, I would not have known, because they really haven't done any updates talking about this unhinged individual by the name of Miya Ponsetto. Now, the last time we talked about her, it was just, they was like literally going on a wild goose chase trying to find this chick and trying to bring her in, and they ended up finding her, and now she is where she's at right now. She's actually in front of a judge. And she is still acting like a whole Karen, a narcissist and egotistical bitch. Let's just put it, what it is. So basically, she was in front of a judge, and, they were just talking and everything like that. And in the middle of the judge talking, she decides that she's going to interrupt him, or her. I'm not sure if the judge is a man or a woman. And like I said, the woman is a narcissist. Like, you can tell that she's never been told no. She's probably always been told yes. And if someone dared told her no, she would always get into an argumentative confrontation with them. Or in some cases, like the one that happened that led her into this position, get physical. Because she's 22, and she acts like she's 12. Hell, you remember she told you herself in that interview she did with Gail the Gargantuan a couple months ago that she's a 22-year-old girl who was attacked by a little guy who happened to be 14. So she still has internalized that she's not an adult. In her mind, she is a child. And in her mind, the one who allegedly stole her phone, which we've come to find out did not take her phone, is a grown man. And then gets mad at the boy's dad for attacking her, quote unquote. She felt she should not have been confronted, even though she was dead wrong. But you can tell she's a spoiled brat. She's been handed things. You can tell she's never really worked for anything. Also, I can't stand spoiled children, because a lot of the times, if you don't check them, they end up like this chick right here. But then life is going to get a hold of them, and I don't think many are ready for that. And you can tell she's probably not never gotten an ass whooping either as an adult. She should have gotten both. If she had got handled as a child, she probably wouldn't be the way that she is. But then again, you never know. The world will never know. But the world knows who she is now. So I'm going to go ahead and read this article and see what else they're talking about. Move over Gayle King. And by the way, this article was posted on March 29, 2021. Soho Karen Miya Ponsetto cut a judge off during a hearing Monday to tell him she didn't want to go to jail. The 22-year-old who earned the Karen label after falsely accusing a black teen of stealing her cell phone appeared by video for a brief Manhattan criminal court hearing where a judge was discussing her speedy trial rights with her lawyer. Manhattan criminal court judge Jonathan Savetky asked defense attorney Paul D'Amelia if Ponsetto wants to waive time, a legal term that refers to stopping the speedy trial clock from running, to which D'Amelia said he did not. All right, so Savetky said before Ponsetto interrupted, waiving time? I would not like to spend time in jail, said Ponsetto, who was out on supervised release over the incident. No, your ass needs to be in jail. For real. Because she's practically a menace to society. And see, the thing is, they need to nip this in the bud with her now before she does more damage to someone else. Because what have I told you? When people like this usually constantly get chance after chance after chance, you never know what that last chance could be, and that person could possibly take someone's life. We've seen that, and I've talked about so many stories that have led to those consequences. But then again, that also falls back onto the courts when they make these decisions. Ponsetto's criminal defense attorney Paul D'Amelia jumped in saying, Miya, please don't say anything. I will talk. Your attorney will explain to you what we are talking about here, Savetky said. It has to do with the people's obligation to proceed with the case in a manner consistent with your statutory rights to a speedy trial. Ponsetto famously interrupted King during an interview on CBS This Morning in January when the host was pressing her about being old enough to understand racism. See, this is the thing. She's 22 years old, but you can tell she does not respect her elders or those who are in an authoritative position. She's one of those people. You seem to have attacked this young boy, this teenager, about your phone, and then it turned out he didn't even have your phone, King said. That's the thing. You're saying, look, I'm 22 years old. You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. All right, Gail, enough. And I remember that. And that's when she put her hand at the screen, you know, the whole talk to the hand type of thing or stop talking thing. Ponsetto inserted dismissively as her other lawyer urgently whispered something to her. Ponsetto was caught on video accusing Keyon Harold Jr., age 15, the son of jazz trumpeter Keyon Harold, of swiping her cell phone and then trying to tackle him in the lobby of the Arlo Soho Hotel on December 26. She is facing charges of attempted assault, attempted robbery, grand larceny, and endangering the welfare of a child over the incident. The case is still pending. Last week, Ponsetto was sued by Harold's family. That case is also pending. She is due back in court for the criminal case on June 8th. They need to lock her up, especially since, you know, doesn't she have like cases from like DUIs and other traffic violations that happened within the last year? Like, this woman just manages to have trouble all around her. She just has a dark cloud of drama just hovering in her life, and she seems to enjoy it because you can tell that she's an attention seeker. She might be a thrill seeker, but she's most definitely an attention whore. That is for sure. And like I said, she's always interrupting people. Like, whenever they're talking, she's always cutting someone off, or she's always jumping in and put her input when she shouldn't. Like, this is her attorney that's supposed to be or trying to argue a good case for her, and all she's doing is making herself look even more bad. And I don't know if she realizes she's doing that or not. But then again, she is the one who said out of her own mouth that she's a 22-year-old girl. And I'm being attacked by this 15-year-old guy over a phone that was left in her Uber. And it's amazing. She just, you know, pinpointed out the only black boy she saw and accused him of stealing her phone when there was a bunch of other people there, but the black boy did it. Because she saw him holding a phone in his hand that she thought and assumed was hers. You know what's in that word assume? Ass. And you know what she did? She made an ass out of herself that day. But she's been doing that for a while now, so that's par for the course. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to hold my breath, but she definitely deserves some type of punishment. And she definitely deserves... You saw how the boy's mother got up on that mic and she spoke in the tone that she did. I need that boy's mother and her in a room together. And I'm willing to bet that the one on the screen is going to be left on the floor. Y'all remember what happened in that movie, The Players Club, when Diane beat the hell out of Ronnie in that dressing room? That's what I need this boy's mother to do to her. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you have not done so already. Make sure that you text the number that is pinned down in the comments below so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video or go live.